Hi, everybody. So, if you weren't able to join our virtual class meeting today, I wanted to post a little video just to kind of summarize what we talked about during that meeting. So, the first thing is, I'm sure everyone knows that it's been decided that we won't be returning back to our physical classroom for the rest of the year. And I just want everyone to know that this does make me extremely sad. I'm really sad that we're not going to be able to finish out the year in our classroom. But even though we're not going to be able to be in our classroom at Claudia Lane Dean, there will still be lots of learning that takes place for the next 2 months while we are adapting to online distance learning. So, one of the things that we use are these Google Meets in order for us to be able to see one another and have class. And we did have a meeting earlier this week, and one of the things that I realized quickly was that we needed to establish some class meeting norms. So those are rules and expectations that we need to follow when we're meeting together. So the first one is you have to find a quiet place to work. You need to be able to focus, you need to be able to listen, you need to be able to participate. And so every time we schedule a Google Meet, I will send out a notice to your parents as well. So that way you can make sure that everyone in your home knows that you are joining a Google Meet. They know that you are broadcasting from inside your home. Everyone should be aware of that. And so with that said, if you have found a quiet place to work, then you should not be traveling around your home. You want to stay in one place. If you are constantly up and moving or eating, doing other things while we're having these Google virtual meets, then that can actually be distracting for your classmates. So we want to make sure you have a quiet place to work. The second thing is, as soon as you log on and you've joined the meeting, you want to mute your microphone. We want to make sure that we have one voice at a time so that everyone can be heard and understood when they're speaking, but also that you don't miss out on any important information that I am sharing. So everyone's on mute until it's your turn to talk. You want to look and listen for me, so you'll know when the appropriate time is for you to share your thinking. And the last thing is you want to be prepared and be ready to participate. Again, I don't know what online distance learning is going to look like. I'm still waiting to hear from my boss with what it should look like for us. So we definitely want to make sure that we get ourselves prepared. So one way is to make sure that you are logging into our Google Classroom daily. That's right, I said it, daily. You need to be actively engaged and participating in all of the activities that I'm assigning. The daily activities are designed to be quick, maybe 20 minutes in total for all of those activities. The weekly challenges might take a little bit longer, and your assignments might take a little bit longer. But ideally, every day you should be in Google Classroom. Your first 2 assignments are posted. They are due next Wednesday. So make sure that you log in so you can see what those 2 assignments are. We might as well get ourselves prepared right now for what's to come. I'm sure that once we get back from spring break, and in kind of the weeks following our return from spring break, we'll have more direction on what it should look like, and how we'll hold everybody accountable to the work that's being done. The big thing is I want to make sure that you're prepared for 6th grade, because you are going to 6th grade. And I want to make sure you go with as much knowledge and 5th grade learning and understanding as you possibly can. So I'll need your help. I'll really need you to take charge of your learning, to be an active participant in your learning. And I have talked about that before in class, about you being engaged and staying engaged. So the time has come, people. We need to dig deep, and we need to make sure that we are active participants in our learning. One thing that I did post in Google Classroom today was a Google Doc. It's posted in the assignments, and it's a one-on-one communication form. So it's a document where you and I can type back and forth to one another. Sometimes you might not want to communicate in Google Classroom where everyone can see what you've posted. So this will be a way for you and I to talk privately. You can talk to me about anything. It might be a question about math. It might be how you're feeling. It might be a question about a different assignment, something you like, something you don't like in Google Classroom that we're doing. But it'll be a one-on-one communication between me and you. So please make sure that you start using that. Some of your classmates have asked for separate Google Meets to really just focus on math. So I'll be sending out a post in Google Classroom talking about times and dates. We might be able to schedule a specific day and time throughout the week where we can meet to talk about math. And we'll focus on Module 5, which is what we're completing in Zearn, but we can also talk about multi-digit multiplication, fractions, long division, any of the concepts that we've already learned, and then also what I'm asking you to start doing in Zearn. I hope you all have a good spring break. I know it's not the spring break that we plan to have, but you know, I look forward to this adventure with you guys and our new distance learning and our online learning. And I love that we're able to do these Google Meets. Again, I can even look into doing smaller Google Meets to make sure that more of you can join. I know sometimes the times I set are not always, they don't always work for everyone. So I'll be looking into some different things so that way I can definitely be meeting virtually face to face with each and every one of you. Okay, so take care for the next week. Know that I miss you, and I will begin posting in Google Classroom again when we return from spring break, which will be Monday, April 13th. So look for my morning message and those daily activities. All right, guys, miss you so much. Bye.